Another win for the Maple Leafs. The battle of blue and white is so back. Leafs win 5-2 over the Tampa Bay Lightning on Monday night prime time, and they improve to 4-2 this season. And oh my god, this game was on Amazon Prime, and this watching on Amazon Prime, it's worth it. I mean, it's at least it's better than watching the game on Apple TV, because with Amazon Prime, you're able to go and have to make it your account. You can watch the game from there. You can go watch the game. Really, it's not that bad. I mean, I'll take it. Too bad it's not on Sportsnet, which kind of stings, but that's the way how she goes. But it was pretty good. Alrighty, let's talk about this game, because my god, the game was pretty good. The first period started off as a 1-1 tie game. Nothing that interesting there. A bit of back and forth, little back and forth there within like the first 3 minutes of the game, until Liam Nylander scores to make it a 1-0 Leafs lead. And it's like, okay, that's pretty good. Not a lot after the first goal. Yep, here comes the most hideous part. Nick Point on the breakaway from two Tampa players with the 2 assists gets stopped by Storlads. But hold on, he saves the puck. No, let's add Benoit to actually scrooge in the puck. It's a tie game, and I'm like, why the fish did we let this guy happen? Benoit, man. Ben freaking Wah, dude. I know he's a deep man, but come on, you can't make this up. So, okay, it's tie game at 1-1. And that's when the door flows open in the second period. Yes, it's a lot better than what you expect. Matthews scores. It's 2-1 Leafs. And then meanwhile, 3-1 Leafs by William Nylander, 4-1, and then it was 5-1 by Max Pacioretty. I think it was like 4-1 by Max Pacioretty and 5-1 by Matthew freaking Nice. A 5-1 flooding, which led Vasi out of the net, replacing by Jonas Johansson. Pretty good. He again scored the power play goal to make it a lead. Meanwhile, my Bud Light went off right before the goal happened, and I'm like, my Bud Light went off. Are you kidding me? I was watching the game and my Bud Light went off. I mean, just do the thing later. Let me just cheer first and then have the ball turn off. I mean, come on. It went delayed. And then the third period came in, and that's when things took a deep end. Max Domi fighting with the Lightning player. And Max Domi gets called for a penalty. Great. Well, technically that was in the third. Right before the third, the second period, we'll go back to the second period. Oh yeah, Domi gets called for a hook, which I didn't like. The Lightning goes on a 5-on-3 power play, and I'm like, oh, they can't score. How nice. And the Leafs killed that off. Killed a 5-on-3 power play from the Lightning. And then, of course, in the third period, Leafs get penalized, and then we go on the power play, and then they go on the power play. Point scores to make it 5-2 Leafs, and I'm like, we've been through this situation before. If the Leafs blow this lead to the damn Lightning, may God have mercy on us all. But we, however, killed off the penalty. I mean, still unimpressed how we took 6 penalties. I'll never know. With the exception of OEL thrashing Jake Gensel to the floor. Which, of course, was an interference, which was stupid. And then, of course, Leafs put it in the empty netter, 6-2. Yeet, wipe that off the screen. No goal because it's a hand pass. Do you not know what I'm trying to... Are you kidding me? A hand pass on Tampa, on the Leafs? It was a good goal, for God's sakes. Was there any indication that that was a freaking hand pass? No. So why did Fish call that off? Hand pass my freaking you-know-what. I don't want to swear it because that means I might be in a... I don't know. I don't feel like swearing at this point, but I don't care anymore. But it doesn't matter. We still end up winning the game with some extra activity. Fighting. So, yeah, that was fricked up. But the game was okay. Pretty good. Leafs do a pretty good job on the penalty kill. Only problem was the power play. That was pretty fucked up. Pretty scrooged up. They got the only one power play goal, and they couldn't go on from it. Leafs penalty kill was good, but they took 6 unnecessary penalties. Good lord, that's just stupid. Don't take a penalty. Don't take a penalty after penalty after penalty. Are you trying to give the refs attention, or you're just making yourself look like, or you're just making Leaf fans look like something crap out of the box? I don't know. The power play is a freaking mess. The power play has to show up, and don't even think about the new goal on Pontus Holmberg. That's for damn sure. That goal I was still pissed about. Should have been 6-2. Leafs should have been the icing on the cake, but it's 5-2, and I'm like, okay, we'll take a 5-2 win. A win is a win, despite that goal being called back. Yeah, I was so pissed off the last time in 2022 where they wiped off John Tavares' tying goal, which should have been a tie 1-1 game, but the ref called it off, saying it was a no goal because Holt interference was a penalty, and I'm like, these refs fucking suck. Like, that's a good goal, not an interference. Your referees, refs need to get their heads checked quickly. Just play better, man. Just referee better, or get some refs that know what the sport of hockey is. Period. But again, Monday night primetime, yeah, baby. And Stolarz was good, and Tanev was a tough cookie, a tough cookie. He's like a freaking machine, and we're like, this guy's pretty good. Stolarz was all over the place. He even robbed the Lightning goal, and I was like, oh my god, he robbed a Lightning player. And I was like, I'm looking at the replay, and I was like, oh, that went in. But I don't know. That thing, I'm still trying to comprehend what happened. That goal was like, I'm trying to comprehend. I'm comprehending what happened. How did he make the save? I'll never know. So you know what? Stolarz, he might be our number one starting goaltender, and we'll take a starting goaltender like this man and Anthony Stolarz. Well, you'll take the backup. Plain and simple. Anyways, that's a wrap. We're done. Monday night prime time in the books. The next primetime game is against the Winnipeg Jets on Monday. Same time, 7:30. Same time, different place. Meanwhile, for the Leafs, tomorrow, back to TSN, where they take on the Columbus Blue Jackets in the Frozen Frenzy. That's like saying it's like 32 teams, 16 games in the NHL. 2 NBA games, 4 NBA teams. Where else do you want to be than watching sports on a Tuesday? Let's go, Leafs! Let's go!